Yeah.
Jackson, you said you were going to tell us your worst dating stories?
Yeah, I'm going to tell you, but first... Yeah. So who did we meet?
We got to meet
We got to meet... Yeah, so I had just found out this band. They sing Coffee. We're not going to say the band name yet until we reveal it. So the night before, I'd heard Coffee, the song Coffee, and I was like, this is the baddest song ever. And I put it on my Spotify, in a good way. And I put it on my Spotify, and I'd listen to it all night long. That was great. Then we go to Connect We on the page. We go to the Orange Peel, and guess, lo and behold, who would show up? Who showed up?
Sylvanessa.
Yes, and they were awesome. They played the song I just heard. For the first time, and I saw them live. And then afterwards, we got to hang out with them. And I was fanboying like a little...
Fangirl, you mean?
Yeah, I was a fangirling like a little fangirl. Or fanboy. Whatever, I'm fluid. It's all good. And so, and I just was like, hey... You're so all the stuff you say to bands, and they get tired of it.
You had a really great set tonight.
You were awesome. I really like what you did with music. You know what I mean? Like
your song touched me.
No, there's nothing authentic. Hey, that I could say that they hadn't heard already.
Right.
And she was super sweet about it. She just listened, politely nodded, and then went on her way.
Well, you also pitched an idea.
Yeah, I'm trying to get her for a soundtrack. But then the problem with in America, everything goes through a manager, it goes through an agency, goes up the chain, then it goes back to them. Well, you could just go talk to the musician themselves, but I guess they've been taken advantage of.
Yeah, he wanted to use Coffee in this Netflix series that we're trying to create.
Trying to get work on.
The down low in Asheville.
But it didn't work.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
So, Jeff, you were asking me a question. What was that?
Yeah, you were going to tell your
worst dating
disaster.
So this is a Hong Kong story. Let me preface it by saying it was a Hong Kong story. I was dating a woman. It was my first Hong Kong girlfriend, I guess, if you can say. And so we were dating, and I was at work. We've been dating for about a week. We met on the amazing app called Hot or Not. No, MySpace. I think we met on MySpace.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, how long ago?
This is pretty far ago. Yeah, because
I met my first boyfriend on MySpace. I met my first Hong Kong girlfriend on MySpace. So there we go. MySpace is a great app.
So are you still with your first MySpace?
App, but
are you still with your first MySpace boyfriend?
No, but I'll give him a shout out. Hey, Steve.
Really? Are you friends?
No.
You're not trying to rekindle the MySpace stuff? Okay, no. Just making sure. And here's the thing. If you don't know, you can go to the Internet Archives, or the Wayback Machine, I think it is, .com, and you can go and see your old MySpace page. They've archived it.
I'm curious to see what it looks like.
It still looks the same. It still auto-loads with the music. It auto-loads the videos.
So you met this girl
I met with a girl on MySpace. We started dating. We've been dating for 1 week. She called me at work one day, and she says, and I guess I was naive. I already given her a key to my apartment, so she came over to my apartment.
Whoa.
Yeah, well.
Total stranger?
No, it was a week.
Okay, it was a week.
Yeah, a week. Sometimes you know.
Well,
sometimes
there might be closet murderers.
She's not living with me already. She's just she knows where my key is. I didn't give her a key. She just
quick, man.
Okay, well then it gets worse.
All right, let's continue.
So what happens is she calls me at work. She's like, "You need to get home because I want to show you something that you'll really like." And I was like, "Wow, exactly." I said that. Say it again. That's what I did, Keely. That's exactly the noise I made. So I rushed home early. What
were you expecting to see when you got home?
Make that sound again.
Oh.
No, say it again.
What?
No, the sound you just made earlier.
Oh.
Yeah, I expect to see that.
No, really though.
No, that's the sound of seeing what you're not supposed to see.
Okay, I guess you guys have to visualize.
Yes, anyway. So I rushed home, got into the house, and I saw her in the nude. She was there waiting for me in the nude, which sounds like it's about to turn bad in my story, but no. Then she's like, "I want to show you something." She turned around. She had a tattoo, Jackson, across her lower back with a G on her shoulder.
Like a tramp stamp?
It was
Jackson?
a real...
On the lower back?
She'd got a lower back Jackson tattoo, fully with calligraphy and everything, and a G on her shoulder. And I was like, "What did you do?" And she said, "I really, really like you." And I just thought, and I was shocked. I was like, nothing says eternity like a tattoo. I'm like, I broke up with her immediately.
Wait.
I'm not going to date her.
Hold on. What goes into someone's mind when they are going to get a tattoo on their lower back?
Of a guy she just met a week ago.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I just knew I didn't want to be a part of that situation. And, she's married now to some Spanish dude. And I wonder
You keep in touch?
We bumped into each other.
You still
we still go all the way, the web archives.
Now they're friends on Facebook.
But actually, she has a kid now with some Spanish dude. But I was just thinking, what does that Spanish guy think? Because she met him right after we broke up and they got married. What does he think now? Like, what does Jackson mean? You know what I mean? Like when he sees her, I guess she just says she's a big Michael Jackson fan. And the G. And actually, here's a true story, because I was a stand-up comedian for 12 years. I used the font she used for her tattoo from my website.
Oh my God.
Because I took a picture of it, and I used the calligraphy. I really liked the font, so I found it, and I used that for my...
How did you find the font?
Is that website still up?
No, it went down. Yeah, it shut down. I still have a picture, too. I'll show it to you.